the KTM. He said, but I just had a bit of a sliding around through the double. Wow, and you know, it's clear it's a wet, cold morning. Really superb stuff. So it is still precarious at least. Then the 95 of Marco Marines.
The complexion of the championship.
And there's still 7.5.
All the way from 10th on the grid up to 3rd. The number 12. Shame for the number 4. Got to keep an eye out for Brits in this sort of weather as well. Well then.
Anyway, okay, back with the race then. It is Angel Precarious who...
He is still in contention for the win. He's clearly watching a Danish. He has learned when these sorts of this run of poor luck or misfortune happens.
When he went down.
Well, there we go. Goodness.
You know, of course, yeah. Oh,
goodness me.
Now, as I saw him go away up the track, his left foot...
That's it. He can't win it today, but that could be it, and he's just, that's it. Oh. Say never in Rookies Cup. You gotta be careful, because one day...
And I'm afraid that is all... He is now down. The points are disappearing.
Goodness, wet conditions. This is a full dry race, and Kilo's already down. Carpe's down. Oh my goodness.
This is changing things.
Because it is such a level playing field. We did see a bit of it back in...
Wow, superb stuff from Christian Daniel Jr. Wow. Domination right from the word go.
This is the exact sort of weekend where we can see the true...
Obviously upset by being in the slipstream. Just a little bit of a buffeting sets it off. Very intense, but Angel Precarious has got
yesterday. But look at this, Peter. The 44 is in 4th.
But he's got an awful lot of work to do. You cannot get
83, who's fishtailing all over the place. That is apparently a characteristic of
middle of the pack there. He's actually in 6th place.
Oh, his race is gone. He is, but he
completely different.
He's just gone into 4th, Peter. He's overtaken our series leader Alvaro.
He did get the motorcycle started. I mean, we don't even know that he's got it, that they got it running.
That is absolutely incredible.
And superb stuff considering that he's, you know...
Starting from pit lane, can't believe it.
Yeah, so we haven't actually seen...
into 5th place as well. The Polish rider was taken out yesterday in that throw. Salmela end up. And from 3rd on the grid, what a terrible start he got.
Years ago when he was Cup champion.
Well, we've seen been shouted place, and that is Alvaro Carpe moving up from 6th on the grid, straight in bike racing, watching on.
Yeah, and he really loves coming to chat with the guy. Brilliant start there. The number 95, Marco Morelli, he was quick at spot.
They've got Marco Morelli ahead of them. He started 13th on the grid.
You know, corners here, and I just would hope if we can sort that out for the race. Well, Alvaro Carpe, who's still back in 4th place.
There is Veda Pratamo behind Guillaume
Morelli. Now, Marco said that he he loved the circuit, he loves the laps remaining at this race.
Goodness me.
Yeah, so...
Having a cracking ride there. What a great start from Jacob.
Absolutely.
Uriarte stalking Hakim Danish, and this is completely changed.
Leads the cup and the race.
That looks like Jacob Rollstone's come through, winning every single time, as we see. Unfortunately, Sullivan Mounties entered the pits. Oh, goodness me. Well, it's me, Peter. Brian Uriarte will have absolutely no idea. He can't believe it. He can't believe it. Well, that's what happens.
He was dangling, was waving around. I wonder if he lost the footrest. But I think, you know...
Wow.
I mean,
you might wake up and it's pouring rain.
Yes, same spot there. But giving the cup to Angel Precarious. It is disappearing.
This is why we say, Peter, never... Maximo, you break my heart, sunshine.
He's running there to pick up the bike again, but he is the points.
Mugello, where he finished 3rd on the podium, but in those special...
Brilliant stuff on the brakes to go past Milan Palak.
They've got down. Class of Marco Morelli shining through in a race, first time properly.
And as you say, that's a characteristic of the tyres. Nothing too much to worry the lead back at him, but Morelli, brilliant stuff. Showing determined right to turn. Yeah, absolutely superb stuff. And you saw that fish tailing, you know, he's... Oh my goodness, great stuff from Marco Morelli. The Argentine, absolutely superb stuff.
These Pirelli wets rather than a bike issue. We found out in Moto 3 started. He's in the back of the he's on the back of the straight.
Right.
Carpe, he's a man on a mission. Look at him there, the number 44 ahead of the 8.
But there is the number 11, of course, of Ruche Moodlin. The last couple of years he's been riding big super bikes, and now he's riding something. Just how far behind he is yet, I'm sure we'll pick up that pretty soon. Let's hope.
Free rider pile up. Well, he's into 5th place now from the back row. But Max Quiles, meanwhile, he loves a bit of drama, does Max? Goodness me. For Christian Daniel Jr. moving up to 5th place, but he's just been overtaken by Milan Pavelet into 2nd place, but I think he's been pushed out wide by Morelli. And then where did we...
From the Rookies Cup, these are the guys who looked after his motorcycle a couple of practice. noticed too. He got a good start his away now up in third.
As we see Pedro Costa, former rookie, MotoGP rider, done a few things.
A great start from Angel Vaqueros. He needed no second invitation. He's got a
on there. So whereabouts are they? They are fighting for 11th. In there, whereabouts are they? They are fighting for 11th spot. They've got Marco
pushed back to about 8th place, just on the brakes there.
Morelli up into third.
He wants to get as many points as he can over Alvaro Carpe, who's still...
Morelli going for the lead, but not quite.
It was 5 abreast, but it's Brian Uriarte place. And, but I'm sure Brian Uriarte won't...
Today, with that 6th place finish, he was leading pretty much across the line there. Riding round there in whatever condition, they are just so...
Max Chiesa who leads across the line at the end of lap 1, but it's side by side with Alvaro.
Uriarte, this is a rider, he's so used to riding this sort of difficult condition.
Man.
Well then, riders lining up then, the fans already...
But Brian Uriarte has very much responded.
Peter, look at the difference.
He's certainly featured up in the front of the course. He's new to riding here to open up all the possibilities. It still is Hakim Danish.
Revving up for today.
Yeah, he said, look, I was unlucky to get punted.
He doesn't know the circuits, but look at that talent he's got there, up into 8th yesterday, the best we've seen from him in Rookies Cup, but ended up getting pushed wide. And
is now down. The points are disappearing.
Goodness
His lead is disappearing. Looking for a really good result this morning.
And I think someone else who's really down. Oh my goodness!
This is changing things. He's running it.
No, I can't actually see. Where's Christian Daniel? Oh, he's been pushed way by these.
Oh, superb stuff from Christian Daniel Jr. Wow, brilliant start. Repeat that today, but it's Chiesa Uriarte, Danish, by being in the slipstream. Just a little bit of a buffeting sets it off. And
so this is a great ride from him. So but look at this, Peter, the 44 is in 4th.
Yeah, absolutely.
Marco Morelli, after his technical fault yesterday, he was bitterly disappointed, very all over the place. That is apparently a characteristic of these Pirelli wet
advantages again, but only just from Brian Uriarte.
This has gone into 4th, Peter. He's overtaken our series leader, Alvaro Carpe. He's a man on a... He started 22nd on the grid. Yesterday, he finished absolutely incredible.
And superb stuff, considering that he's, you know, last couple... Hope it's the same today.
Got to stand up for France as well. Guillaume Plon as well. The Polish rider was taken out yesterday in that 3-rider part.
Is Guido Pugliese up on the green? They got to watch that. He was cup champion.
Well, we've seen been shouting for Christian.
Intense, a much more intense race from the get-go than it was yesterday.
Catching on.
Yeah, and he really loves coming to chat with the guys from the...
In the charge for Italy as well, but it's Uriarte. Livid he was with Mr. Morelli ahead of them. He started 13th on the grid as we see Pedro Costa third again, trying as he goes up the inside of Danish, but not quite.
Back in 4th place.
There is Veda Ega behind Guillaume Plon there. So
who has the advantage on the brakes? Absolutely desperate stuff, and you can see that Rico do anything too silly, I hope, in this chase of Hakim Danish, but he's certainly...
Rico Salmella's there, Uriarte is there, Mr. No Plan B, 95, Marco... Used to it out there.
They are indeed, and there's a 73 of Peroni in 3rd. Carpe!
And it's Valentin Peroni, the Argentinian furious he was, yes, since out in Malaysia, spent so much time at the Sepang International Circuit, packing the grandstands, a huge crowd here at Madrid.
Anyway, right, it is...
To the way that Hakim just threw that bike into the corner there in comparison to Brian.
But he's a very, very quick learner. Obviously a very, very talented young... From Brian Uriarte. And Hakim had a, you know, superb first lap wide, but I was lucky not to fall off, and that was a good way of viewing it, really.
Exactly. And place from the back row of the grid.
Just what we wanted, really, to turn things around.
That first turn, sort of incident heading the final lap. But he'll be great leveller, and he is someone who has really struggled in his first year of Rookies Cup. Vying for that first podium is the 54 of Veda Ega. He was superb.
Klasemen pembalap Red Bull Rookies Cup 2025. Usai finish kedua dalam race 2 Red Bull Rookies Cup Prancis 2025 di sirkuit Le Mans, pada Minggu, 11 Mei 2025, pembalap Malaysia, Hakim Danish, memimpin klasemen sementara dengan koleksi 80 poin. Danish diikuti oleh duet pembalap Spanyol, Bernat Fernandes, di peringkat kedua dengan 57 poin, dan Brian Uriarte di peringkat ketiga dengan 50 poin. Sementara itu, peringkat keempat dan kelima masing-masing ditempati oleh pembalap Australia, Carter Thompson, dengan 48 poin, dan pembalap Argentina, Marco Morelli, dengan 47 poin. Meski absen akibat cedera kaki, Veda Ega Bakal masih menduduki peringkat 12 dengan koleksi 16 poin. Sementara itu, Kiandra Ramadipa berada di peringkat 21 dengan koleksi 7 poin. Berikut klasemen sementara Red Bull Rookies Cup 2025. 1. Hakim Danish, Malaysia, 80. 2. Bernat Fernandes, Spanyol, 57. 3. Brian Uriarte, Spanyol, 50. 4. Charter Thompson, Australia, 48. 5. Marco Morelli, Argentina, 47. 6. Guil